Hello, welcome back. My name is Shelby Marybeth. Today's video is going to be an extreme whole house clean with me. I am literally going to be cleaning every single room in our house to hopefully motivate you to get up and clean with me. Today's video is a week after Mother's Day, so I hope last Sunday you had a great Mother's Day. I did. My two kids, mostly my husband because my kids are 4 and 2, completely spoiled me, and I had a full day of pampering and not cooking or cleaning or doing anything. It was fantastic. My husband and I are also super lucky. Both our parents are really close to where we live, so they are huge helps with our kids. So I got to spend the morning with my mom, and my husband got to spend the afternoon with his mom, and we just had a fantastic day. So the first thing I did here today was just get our sheets started in the wash. Now I'm gonna just knock out this kitchen. I love starting in the kitchen because it just makes lunch easier. It makes it easier to make dinner. And I feel like I've conquered a mountain and it's all downhill from here. Except the playroom, which had been pretty neglected, but I'll get to that later in this video. When I'm cleaning, I like to focus on sections, so kind of just cleaned up the little breakfast nook table that we have, and now I'm going to focus on our coffee bar area. That's what I like to call this area anyway. It holds our coffee machine, and I like to decorate it for different seasons, and it got pretty dusty, so I am taking the time now to spray and wipe everything down. So in between cleaning my little sections, I like to cycle our laundry. So as soon as I hear it ding and tell me that it is done, I will cycle it from our washer to our dryer and get another load started. I currently have our master bedroom sheets going. So today's actually went over like 2 loads. So I'm starting the second load of our sheets. And I like to put these right back onto our bed as soon as they are done. I don't like folding sheets, so this just makes it so much easier. I think it saves a lot of time too. Not every day, but sometimes I just really have that itch to deep clean, and today was that day. So I'm taking everything off this coffee bar, wiping it completely down, and I even take the time to wipe down the sides and really get this area cleaned. I will be doing this throughout the entire video. Literally every single room in our house got a super good cleaning. So this little nook here is where we like to keep our trash can, and I don't know how exactly, but tons of crumbs and things just miss the trash can all the time. So I am sweeping all of that up right now, and then I will be really deep cleaning that corner because we get just some grease that splatters on the cabinet and you know, everything. So I'm just spraying it down with some Miss Meyer's multi-purpose spray and just doing a really nice wipe down with my microfiber cloth. Before I put the trash can back in its place, I also wanted to do a deep clean of this as well. So I'm just spraying it down completely with the Miss Meyer's multi-purpose spray and just really soaking it so that I can wipe all of that grime off of our trash can. I really wanted to bring this trash can outside and just completely hose it down, but we live in Florida and our heat index has been like 106 recently. It is just absolutely miserable outside. So I have really been avoiding going outside. I am back to cycling our laundry, so I'll be bringing this to our bedroom to put back on our bed, and then bringing everything over from the washer to the dryer. So this first sheet here is actually just a mattress protector. It also has a little bit of like padding on it, so it makes our bed super fluffy and comfortable. At this point, my kids were napping too, so when they're napping, I get a lot of my cleaning done. I also like to focus on our bedroom and our master bathroom while they're napping because these areas aren't as like childproof as the rest of our houses. Typically, I have our master bedroom locked throughout the day so that my kids can't just come in here and wreak havoc. So I'm going to take the time now to tidy up our room. It's not awful, but if I stay on top of it, it is so much easier to manage than if I just let it get completely out of control. If you missed it in my last video, I put together our reading nook over here in this corner. It's completely finished now, and all I need is some really good book recommendations from you guys. I'm a big romance junkie, but I also like maybe some like thrillers. I of course read the entire Harry Potter series. I've read different books like The Elevator and what was it? The last one I read was Gone Girl. I know that one's been out for a really long time, but I did really enjoy that book. The next book I have on order is called All the Light We Cannot See. It's by Anthony Doerr, and I've heard it's really good, but I would love any recommendations that you guys can give me. I've also really enjoyed reading my Bible in my little reading nook every single morning. It's really been a just place of like peace in our house. And I feel like it's my little getaway at the end of the day or super early in the morning. So I'm just really happy I switched it up from being a desk into a nice little reading nook. It is still my kids' nap time at this point, so I am moving on to our master bathroom because it is so much easier to clean while they are asleep. I'm also going to be doing some deep cleaning in here because our shower has just a bunch of hard water marks on it. We've had a really big issue with our water softener recently. Every single time I think we have it under control, it's like something else on it goes wrong. So that is the life of homeownership, and we're trying our best here. So I had pulled the mats out of our bathroom and I am just taking the time now to wash them. I love having clean bath mats. It's literally the best feeling. Usually by the end of the day, my bath mats are in the dryer too, so they're nice and warm, and then I put them on our bathroom floor and take a shower, and it's like heaven on my feet. It feels so good. Someone should really like make a heated bath mat. I'm sure they probably already have. I've just never searched for one. So the first thing I like to do in our bathroom is just put absolutely everything back where it belongs. And then from there, I just like to wipe everything down and do all my deep cleaning. To wash our mirrors, I've been using a mixture of water and vinegar. It's half and half, and I'll just spray it on and use a reusable washcloth. This one is specifically for mirrors, and I'll make sure it is linked below. It actually works really, really well. So when you're using water and vinegar to clean your mirrors, it will feel a little different than Windex. It looks kind of streaky, like you could probably notice that as I'm cleaning, but as soon as it dries, it looks absolutely streak-free and shiny. I don't really have an issue with the smell of vinegar, but I have got comments in the past that there are some that do. I think it dissipates quickly, so I don't have a problem with it. But if you don't like it, I've heard some people say they put like orange peels inside of their water and vinegar, and that just makes it smell amazing. I've never tried it. You could also try a little bit of any of your favorite essential oil. I've just been really trying to bring my cleaning back to basics and really just do a natural clean whenever I can. I do still like these disinfecting wipes, and I will use them all around our bathroom because, let's face it, bathrooms are completely disgusting. So I will wipe down everything in our bathroom with these wipes. This is an area that I don't typically clean as often as I probably should, but I am just taking the disinfecting wipes now and wiping down all of our cabinets. There was a little bit of like toothpaste or something that had dripped down the side of our cabinet here, which really motivated me to wipe it down, and then just got me in the mood to wipe down the rest of the cabinets here. I'm moving on to our water closet now, so I'm just going to dust everything off with just a little bit of toilet paper first, and then I'll wipe it down with the disinfecting wipes. This is definitely one of my least favorite areas to clean, but we all need to do it, and in reality it only takes like a couple minutes to do, and it always feels so good when everything is completely wiped down in here. I am moving on to our shower now. I mentioned earlier how we have a hard water problem, and a couple weeks ago I shared this. A few of you actually told me that you went out and you got it too and used it on your showers and told me how much it worked for you. So I'm really happy I could recommend it for you guys because I just love it so much. So normally the hard watermarks do not build up that quickly on our glass here. I really hope we've actually solved our issue. If not, we really need to just have someone come out and take a look at it. But this hard water stain remover has really saved my sanity when it comes to all the hard water stains that I have had to deal with. I always manage to get a ton of water all around our bathroom whenever I clean out our shower, so I'm just wiping everything down and making sure there isn't any water pooled up or sitting anywhere. The last thing I want to do is cause any water damage to the molding here, so I always make sure that is completely dry. Time to do some finishing touches here in our bathroom, so I'm just vacuuming up all of my hair that always falls on the ground in here. My hair is up in a bun, but it does go all the way down to my belly button, so it is really long. So when it falls out, you can really notice it. After vacuuming, I like to use our steam mop, and whenever I'm using it in our bathroom, I like to start in the what I would consider the least germy area and then work my way into the water closet, which I feel like might be harvesting more germs or grossness than the rest of the bathroom, so that I'm not dragging everything that's in the water closet into the rest of our bathroom. And then I will change out the head and I won't use it again until it is washed. And speaking of washing, we're back in our laundry room. I'm cycling out the laundry here. Our sheets are done, so I'm going to throw them right back onto our bed. Whenever I take them out of the dryer, I like to fluff them as they dry. That way they don't get all creased and wrinkly. I don't like wrinkled sheets, but I'm definitely not going to take the time to iron my sheets. So fluffing them right out of the dryer has really helped me. I have our bedroom completely done now, so I am closing all the blinds, shutting off the lights, and nobody's gonna come back in there until the end of the day when we go to bed. And it just feels so good to be able to close that door and know it's super clean in there. So we are moving on to the kitchen now. We're gonna finish the mountain in here so that we can reach the peak and it'll be all downhill. Earlier I had started the breakfast nook and coffee bar, so that is done. It is clean. When it comes to our kitchen, I feel like I could film a clean with me video every single day for you guys in here. We rarely get any takeout, so I'm making breakfast, lunch, and dinner in this kitchen, and that just means lots of dishes, lots of cleaning. But I am so grateful for our full refrigerator and pantry and our kitchen that I'm able to make all of this food for my family. So before I load up our dirty dishes, I need to put all the clean dishes in our dishwasher away first. We always have a full dishwasher by the end of the night, so I will run it then. While we're sleeping, it'll finish, and then in the morning it's ready for me to put all the clean dishes away. So it doesn't always happen, but the first thing in the morning that I like to do is unload our dishes so that I can just load all the dirty dishes straight into the dishwasher and then they don't even touch our sink. That doesn't always happen though. It didn't on this day, so I am just taking the time now to put everything away so that I can load up all the dirty dishes in our sink into our dishwasher. These were all the dirty dishes I managed to make so far today, so I'm going to load these all into our empty dishwasher. I have a few things that I need to hand wash. So before I do that, I like to wipe down the counter where I'm going to be putting a towel down so that they can dry here. I love wiping down our counters. It's like the cherry on top of cleaning our kitchen. I'm just using some Miss Meyer's multi-purpose spray and a microfiber towel. The microfiber towel really holds on to all those crumbs and everything that are on our kitchen counter, and then usually I'll shake it off in our trash can before throwing it into our washer. every once in a while, the top of our refrigerator just starts to collect the most random things. I had that pile of egg cartons you may have seen there, and I have a friend that has chickens, so I'm saving all of those for her. It's been a crazy visualization of how many eggs my family goes through, but typically we go through like 2 or 3 cartons a week. We eat a lot of eggs. Anyway, kitchen is done. I'm going to be focusing on our main living area now, so this whole living room and the dining room. Cecilia and Owen's favorite thing to do right now is make tents, so that is why the chairs are turned backwards and we have this little tent here. I recently read something that I could totally relate to, and it was that you can't have creative kids and a clean house. I think that is so true, and I love letting my kids be creative and just letting them have fun, because you are not a kid for very long, and pretty soon you have to grow up and clean your house all day. I know it's also super important to just give them some healthy cleaning habits. So whenever the playroom is under control, they are actually great at helping me clean up. Later in this video though, you'll see how out of control the playroom got, and that was really my fault. I completely fell behind on staying up on the cleaning in there. I also needed to do some serious decluttering, so we will get into that. We're still on day 1 of 2 here, so I'm taking out the bath mats for our bathroom so that I can take a really lovely shower and have some warm bath mats on my feet. It's going to be amazing. And then I'm going to go to sleep, wake up, and finish cleaning the rest of our house. I feel like I could totally do everything within a day if I wasn't taking care of Cecilia and Owen. I play with them throughout these videos in between filming, so I'm not just like continuously cleaning all day, although it might look like it. Most of it is during their nap, and then basically whenever I'm not doing anything for them and they're playing nicely together, I'll try to fit in some cleaning in between them too. But anyway, we are on day 2 now. I'm going to knock out Owen's room because it is super easy. There's hardly anything in here. I don't keep any toys or anything in here. Literally, he just uses this room to sleep, and I change his diaper in here. I'll be vacuuming Owen's room to finish, but I really needed to empty my canister. It was full from the day before when I vacuumed our living room. We have a German Shepherd. His name is Django, and there's a reason German Shepherds are nicknamed German Shedder. I could vacuum 3 times a day and we would still have a coat of dog hair on our floor. I moved on to Cecilia and Owen's bathroom. This is another room that I try to keep as simple as possible, just so that it's easier to clean, especially since it gets so grimy and dirty in here from just them using the toilet and washing their hands at the sink, and you know, when they're using their toothbrush, all of that toothpaste gets everywhere on this counter and on the mirror. So I like keeping it very minimal in here. I have hardly any decor. There's nothing extra, just so that it's easier to wipe everything down and clean. My favorite way to clean the bath mat in here is to actually just throw it in to our washer with a bunch of towels. So I'll show you how I like to do that in a little bit. And then their bathtub, I like to use just that mixture of half water, half vinegar that I've been using for the mirrors, and I use it on their bathtub. I'll spray it there, I'll let it sit while I just kind of clean up the rest of the bathroom, and then I'll scrub it all down. My kids still just take baths, so I just focus on the bottom of the bathtub. They rarely make the tile or anything in here dirty, so I don't usually wipe that down as much as I do the bathtub down below, which usually gets pretty grimy and just full of sand because we have a sandbox, and all that sand just manages to get into the bottom of our tub. I'm finishing off their bathroom with the steam mop, and just like my bathroom, I'm working from the least germy area to the most germy area, which is right around the toilet. So after I reach the toilet, I will take off the mop head and change it out before I use this mop anywhere else in our house to contain any of the grossness that comes from a toilet. So I'm working on starting a load of towels now. This is the load that I'm going to include the bath mat from my kids' room in, and it's literally the easiest way to clean a bath mat. This thing can get super full of soap scum and just look completely disgusting. I throw it in with some towels and it looks brand new every single time. So when I put it in, I try to fold it so that the sticky side is out. That way it doesn't stick to itself. And then I'll try to fold it into all the towels so there's something around it that can really scrub it when the washer is going. And then I just put it on a super hot cycle and take it right out of the washer when it's done. And it's super clean, and it's literally the easiest way to clean a bath mat. This is Cecilia's room, and believe it or not, the mess, I don't even know what to call it, that is on top of this chair is actually a tent, because she just loves making tents everywhere. There's a reason I decided to finally do a whole house clean with me, because our house was just completely out of control at this point. So when it is under control, it's a lot easier for me to get Owen and Cecilia to try and help me clean up. But when it gets to this point, it is just so much easier for me to knock it out myself instead of trying to get them to help me. They're 4 and 2. They are the least helpful when it comes to cleaning, and I know I need to enforce some really good cleaning habits for them, but when it gets to this point, I give up. I do it myself, and then when things are more under control, I will have them help me. So my mom was super sweet, and when she was watching our kids, she knocked out a couple loads of laundry for me. One of them was my kids' clothes, so she had folded them and put them in this laundry basket for me, and I just needed to take the time to put them away, so that is what I'm doing now. But I am just so grateful for my mom. I only work 1 day a week, and she will watch my kids when I am at work, but she is literally like an extension of myself when I am gone, and I am so grateful for her. I'm going to be vacuuming up Cecilia's room now. She always gets so excited after I've cleaned her room. She loves when it's clean. So far, she seems like she really wants to keep things clean. She just doesn't know how to exactly do it. So I'm really hoping she just takes after me in the fact of how I like to keep our house clean. Even when I was a kid, my brother was a complete mess. I remember him going to camp or something, and while he was gone, I cleaned up his entire room. I think we were about 10 at the time, and when he got home from camp, he was so mad. But that is just me. Like, I've always been this way. I love cleaning. All right, I told you guys this playroom got completely out of control. I honestly can't ever really figure out how it gets to this point, but eventually it does. I just close the doors and completely forget about it. I just don't feel like picking any of it up. It gets completely out of control to the point that my kids don't want to play in here, and it's too overwhelming for them to clean up. So I need to just stick to it and put everything away. I am decluttering too. I had gotten pretty overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that was in here, so I was really going through everything. I was making sure to put some toys away in the cabinets too, so there aren't as many out. I love having a toy rotation system. That way we don't have nearly as many toys. We are so blessed. We have so many family members that love to give Cecilia and Owen toys for their birthdays and Christmas. And then of course, like my mom loves thrifting, so whenever she's out at the thrift store, she will buy a bunch of just toys secondhand for my kids. And at some point it becomes overwhelming. Just a little bit adds up basically every day or each week. And it gets to the point where I just need to clean it all out so that we can start fresh and bring this playroom back to a point that is a lot more manageable. So right now I'm working on cleaning out this cart, and really it kind of started getting all these random things in it, but usually I like to just put all their dress up accessories on this cart. It used to be Owen's diaper cart, so I had all his diapers in here and wipes and some changes of outfits so that I could roll it back and forth from the living room to our bedroom where he was sleeping when he was a little newborn. So obviously he doesn't need that anymore, so I brought that cart right into their playroom, and it's been really good to hold like their accessories for all their dress up clothes. That is their favorite thing to do right now, other than build tents. So I'm focusing on Cecilia's dollhouse now. I had a bunch of puzzles kind of piled on the top here. So I actually have a drawer inside the cabinet where I'm going to keep a lot of their puzzles, and I like to rotate them out. Like I'll just keep 3 or 4 of them out in our living room and then rotate them out. So these ones just needed to be put away. I also decided to donate a few of them that were just way too easy for Owen and Cecilia now. A lot of these puzzles actually came from my mom, who got them from a thrift store, so they will just make their way back to the thrift store and another kid will get to play with them too. Kids grow out of toys so quickly, so I love being an advocate for buying used toys. This dollhouse I actually found on Facebook Marketplace. It was Cecilia's Christmas present, and I just redid it with a bunch of scrapbook paper. I Mod Podged all the walls and some of the flooring and redid it, but this dollhouse was only $20 and it was already put together, which I think was the best part. I didn't have to sit there and just screw it all together, but I found it on Facebook Marketplace. Another girl who used it had just grown out of it. She wasn't playing with it anymore, and they were selling it for $20. So I got it and updated it, and now it's Cecilia's favorite toy. I had this red bin that was just overflowing with figurines, so I decided to switch out the cars that barely had any inside of this bin so that I could put the figurines in the bigger box and the cars in the smaller one, which just made so much more sense.
There was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
So I had put some blue tape on this table and I'm peeling it up all now because my kids aren't playing with it anymore, but it was a little roadway for all of their little cars. But it was a really nice, quick idea to put together for them to play with, and it kept them entertained for a good amount of time, like long enough for me to really enjoy my coffee in the morning.
Beyond gravel, beyond gold. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Let up high, now we climb.
So this little stand is where we keep all their little play foods and mixers, or just like we have a little set for ice cream, basically food related items. So I have a little basket that I like to keep them all in. So now I'm just taking the time to put all the pieces back together. There are some that you can pretend to like cut in half and they're held together with Velcro. So I'm just putting all the pieces together, making sure that we have all the pieces that need to go together. Typically when I'm cleaning up their play food, I'll just throw it inside the bin, and then if they want to put together, they can. But I was being completely extra today, and this playroom, I just feel like we needed like a really good reset, and I was just in the mood to get it that way.
Tiptoes, undercover, agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond.
I still feel like I need to go through things, but that's my pile of donation. I have a pile of trash here, and then just a pile of things that don't belong in the playroom, so I need to put all those back and put this in a donation bin.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
Finishing up the playroom with a good vacuum is always so satisfying. This is by far the room that gets the messiest. So usually there's a bunch of toys on the floor and it doesn't get vacuumed in here. And our dog, Django, loves to run to the window here and look outside. So all of his hair gets in these fur balls all around their playroom. So I am vacuuming up all of those, I call them fur tumbleweeds, because they just roll around like tumbleweeds in the desert, but they are dog hair on our floor. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me. I appreciate every single one of those thumbs up. If you're looking for some more cleaning motivation, I will make sure last week's video is linked right here, or I have a bunch of other videos on my channel. I've uploaded more than 100 videos now, which is completely insane, but I love cleaning, and I hope you subscribe if you're new, because I make a new video every single Sunday, and I will see you all right here next week in a brand new video. Bye.